Alright, what's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel! And some more Life is Strange reunion, baby. We have some investigating to do after that horrible fire in the first episode, guys. So let's get right into it.
What did I do after I took this photo? It feels like a lifetime ago. Yes, I was going to see Moses. If anyone will know what to do, it's the physicist who studies time travel. And we will do something. My powers are complicated, and they can be dangerous. But this is my home, and I won't let it. Oh my God. Hi, Hazel.
Max, big night tonight. How are you feeling?
I'm sorry. Something really big has come up. I can't make it this weekend.
You are kidding me. Max, these are not the kind of people you want to cancel on.
I'm so sorry for the late notice. I only just found out myself.
Okay, I see this all the time. Young, talented artist on the verge of stardom. You're feeling some jitters. I get it.
No, it's not that. I know what I need to do.
Oh boy, ruining our career to save people. So heartless, you know? I love it. Heartless. What am I even talking about today? So full of heart? Let's do that one. Yeah, that sounds better.
It's so peaceful. But for how long?
Meet Moses for hot chocolate.
Moses should be waiting for me in his office.
Loretta's gonna be mad. Dun dun dun. Alright, well thanks for the super weird check-in, I guess. Oh man. At least Loretta's not taking it too bad. Alright, we gotta meet Moses. Now I don't know where Moses is.
I told Moses they should add a laser light show. But apparently that's not the point of planetariums.
Black holes. Alright. Now is his office... I don't think his office would be upstairs. Those are the bathrooms. Oh, look at that. Instructor offices. This way.
Chloe made a model of the solar system for the Blackwell Science Fair. I wonder if Joyce still has it.
Now, where would Moses's office?
Yasmin's replacement has some big ideas for the school. Kinda wish he'd keep them to himself.
You don't like that guy. Check. Classroom is reserved.
Come for the world-class education, stay for the timeshare presentation.
Alright, so that's not the right area. What is over here? Moses's office.
I told Dr. Jordan he didn't need to convince me. My own conversations with you were sufficient, not to mention your student ratings. Your intro courses are 9s in a sea of 4s. For you to be so highly regarded, especially by non-majors, is... Well, very highly regarded, it seems.
Max? You okay?
Sorry. Long day. You were saying?
I was just telling Moses that he is officially invited to join the Caledon faculty once he becomes Dr. Murphy next year.
Right, the job offer. I remember. I mean... It was a foregone conclusion. Moses is the best. Congratulations.
Thanks. I'm still taking it in. But President Teller's plans for the physics department are very exciting.
This building is the one real investment that Caledon has made in the sciences. With 4 departments under one roof, we need to expand. And that's just the beginning. In a few years, the whole school will look like this, a cutting-edge research institution to rival MIT.
Sounds expensive.
Sounds like you want to spend a lot of money while we're still trying to rebuild from the storm.
Well, we have to spend money. My predecessor's love of historic preservation has left us with beautiful buildings and cracked foundations. Dr. Fayyad was a great leader, and she had an eye for talent. Finding Moses was one of her many successes. But she had an idealistic streak, which reminds me, Max, do your students still have all A's?
If my students show up and work hard, they receive A's. Art is subjective.
And yet we've managed to judge and critique art for centuries, if not millennia. I see no reason to stop on your account.
Max isn't a traditional academic, but she's amazing with her students. Like you said, Yasmin has an eye for talent. She was even talking about creating a photography major.
It's not that I doubt your talent, Max. You're just a beneficiary of her short-sightedness. I mean, an instructor with no teaching experience or terminal degree, living rent-free in the house that was once reserved for visiting luminaries? It's like, how was this allowed to happen?
I want to hit him.
Wow.
I want to hit him.
I do not remember this conversation being such a disaster.
Well, duty calls. Moses, contact my office if you have any questions about the offer.
If I have a chance,
Man.
I'm going to hit him.
That guy is just dying to fire me.
You already knew about my job offer. But you had to remember, so... You're not rewinding from later today, are you?
You're good. I'm back from Sunday.
Did you jump back into a photo? We agreed that that was too dangerous.
I acted on instinct. I hope it was the right choice.
What happened? Did something go wrong with the gallery show?
No, the show was great, incredible, but while I was gone, something at Caledon went very, very wrong. There was a protest about something. It turned into a riot. By the time I got back, the whole campus was on fire. Look.
That's definitely the campus on fire. Compositionally, it is a bit more abstract than usual.
I wasn't trying to take a photo. I dropped my camera when I saw you. Moses, I'm sorry, but I saw you.
Oh. Wow. Where was I?
On the roof. I tried to help, but I couldn't get inside.
Working on a Sunday. I need more hobbies. Okay. Before you came back here through the photo, did you try to rewind in the fire?
I wasn't sure if I should. I've used my powers to save people before. It doesn't always end well.
Yet you came back here. And I'm glad you did.
I've never felt so powerless before. All that destruction, and there was nothing I could do.
That's not true. You bought us time. Time that we'll make the most of. So, where should we start? Fire department? They'll just laugh at us. We should act normal. Search for clues, talk to suspects without rousing suspicion. Which is exactly what your powers are perfect for. Did we do any rewind testing when you were here the first time?
No, we just talked about my trip over hot chocolate.
Then let's change that. We'll practice your skills, and if you run into any danger this weekend, you'll be ready.
All right, let's go.
Let's get to work.
All right, it's time to practice rewind.
Moses is right. I need to be prepared for this weekend.
Let's examine the
We've
whiteboard.
covered a lot of ground these past months together. People started talking about Safi's death like it was a bad dream. Then they stopped talking about it at all.
Okay. What else we got? Anything else? Alright, practice rewind. Practice rewind. I can't talk today at all. Alright, Moses. Wait, what's this say?
I'm 90% sure that Harold isn't real. Moses just made up a fake grad student to get an office all to himself.
Moses, you have the front of this entire lab. Please leave me my little humble desk and computer. I'll be back in 2 weeks, and I would love if there weren't any simulations running on this machine when I get back. Harold. Alright. Let's go. How do I do this?
You really missed your calling as the host of a children's science show.
There's still time. Let's begin. What was drawn on that card?
Ugh. Seriously?
I never joke about testing, Max.
And yet you're such a ham. One moment.
Oh, wait. Oh. Right here. How do I... I'm not supposed to go all the way back, am I? Hello, auto. Hello. Jesus, I can't talk today. Alright, right here. I want to figure this out myself. Look.
I was really worried when Moses said I should practice my powers. But he was sure we could do it safely, and so far, he's been right.
There's a card.
Yoink!
Welcome back.
Who's this formidable fellow?
That is the evil Swordmaster Frostbite from No True Samurai. Test number 1. Tell me who killed him.
I have no idea. Let me guess. I can find the answer somewhere in this very room.
Who cares? It's a one-strike question. Test failed.
You're the worst.
Alright, press L1 to quickly undo Max's last action. Okay, first we gotta learn who killed the Sword Master.
Who was the murder victim? Frostbite? Maybe a Fireflinger did the deed.
Buddy there. Alright, Moses, what do you got on the computer?
Moses is so passionate about physics. But as far as I can tell, physics is just loading screens.
True. Alright. What is this, flowers?
Tony and Moses make it look easy.
Hey,
How
Blue.
do you keep somebody that close for that long?
Hope you enjoyed your favorite season. Sorry I can't visit until Thanksgiving. But until then, enjoy the flowers. Love, Tony. Alright, it was the alien.
I doubt this little guy starred in No True Samurai. But anime can surprise me.
Sure can. Ooh, photo.
Safi's been radio silent for almost a year. I wish we knew where she was.
Oh, I'm sure she'll come back. I don't know if she's gonna be the enemy or if she's gonna actually help us.
How dare Moses be good at art and physics? Some of us can barely be good at one thing.
So far, we have not figured out. I already read about the note. Look at the 3D printer. That's so dope. I want a 3D printer. Examining the whiteboard isn't going to give us any clues. Samurai!
Are you my mystery killer?
Could be. Could be the samurai. Now, before we do any more digging, let's see if the samurai did it. So, Moses.
Using a rewind test to get me into anime? Moses is abusing his powers.
We talked to him.
Oh, I'll find Swordmaster Frostbite's killer, Moses. Just you wait.
Okay, so far, I guess we haven't figured it out.
Moses likes working on this when I'm around. I'm his Control Z.
Telescope.
Moses' pride and joy. Though, he hasn't had as much time for the stars since he started studying my powers.
Is the killer gonna be out the window?
Get us out of here!
Okay. Nope. Not good. What are we missing? We're obviously missing something inside this room. Now going upstairs, is this considered the room still? It very well could be. Cherry tree.
A cutting from Maya's memorial tree. We're planning to give it to Safi. If she... Aw, May's at the vet. I was in the mood for another staring contest.
Turtle.
You really understand how I'm feeling right now? Turtle strapped to a rocket booster?
It's interesting. Alright, what else do we have up here? Aha!
Well, you're definitely no true samurai. But are you the killer?
Don't know.
Moses had me rewind after the first scene of Brain Bucket 3 because he, quote, needed to unsee that.
Kettle.
Moses' secret contraband kettle out in the open?
Now we have a letter. So unless I'm missing
Yasmin
something.
has been through hell in the last year. Not that she didn't deserve some of it, but still.
Thank you for your card. My time at Caledon didn't end quite as I might have hoped, but I know that the school is in capable hands. I remember when Safia first met you and how excited she was to make such a bright new friend. I hope that Wherever she is now, she knows how lucky she is to have friends like you. Aw. Alright. So far, we still haven't found the killer. What am I missing? Can't be the white boiler. Because we've already... Oh, baby. What's this?
Yeah. About that whole avoid section.
Alright, rewind in 5 minutes or less. Rewind it with objects, small changes made in the past, rewind in front of others. What is this?
No crazy storms in the 9 months that we've been testing my powers. That's something.
Very good. Oh, aha!
I'm a good guinea pig.
Son of lead.
For the most part.
Now I'm jumping to his son of lead being the killer. I don't know what's going on.
Moses has been tracking weather patterns along with our rewind testing. No correlation yet.
Okay. Okay. Now.
After everything with the timelines last year, Moses thinks my powers might have evolved in other ways. Not sure if I want to know if he's right.
So. All of this. Are we able... What am I missing? Guys! There's an index card.
How dare Moses be good at
Yeah,
art
we already
and physics?
read up
Some
that. We
of us
already
can barely be
inspected
good
that.
at one thing.
Photo. Pumpkin. Alright. Is it the fire
Who's
mage?
the murder victim? Frostbite? Maybe a fire flinger did the deed.
What am I missing? Oh. Alright. Is it? I don't want to go back to this. We're going all the way back. Alright. We're going back to the question. And we're gonna hope that the fire mage or something that we looked at is the answer. Alright, when are you gonna talk to me? I need to go faster in the rewind than this. Come on. Alright, this is our right here. Take.
Yoink!
Welcome back.
Who's this formidable fellow?
That is the evil Swordmaster Frostbite from No True Samurai. Test number 1. Tell me who killed him.
I have no idea. Let me guess. I can find the answer somewhere in this very room.
Who cares? It's a one-strike question. Test failed.
You're the worst.
Do Max's last action. Can I take this? I can inspect the fire mage. This
Who's
isn't
the murder
helping!
Frostbite? Maybe a fire flinger did the deed.
Alright. What am I missing, guys? How?
Yoink!
Alright, we skip. No one to quickly undo. We're gonna undo. We're gonna undo. We're undoing. We're all the way back. We can take it, but we don't have an answer on who did the deed. Why? Why don't we have an answer?
Yoink!
Welcome back.
Who's this formidable fellow?
That is the evil Swordmaster Frostbite from No True Samurai. Test number 1. Tell me who killed him.
I have no idea.
Okay. I have a plan. There is a plan. There's a plan. Are there books up here? There are books up here. But none with answers. Come on, brah. What am I missing? You guys probably already know. Movies. We've done movies. We've inspected the schoolgirl. There's a door there that we can't go through. There's nothing here. What have we missed? There's the cherry tree. Need to find...
Using a rewind test to get me into anime? Moses is abusing his powers.
Yes, he is. Also, using my patience right now. Model, there's the microscope, there's the window. I'm missing something so simple and obvious, I bet. What is this? Samurai.
Are you my mystery killer?
It might be. We don't know your name. Don't know anything. Oh, aha!
A high school girl? The plot thickens. But what's her name?
Alright, Swordmaster Frostbite has plans for world domination. Nothing can stop him until a bookish high school girl learns that she is the reincarnation of an ancient samurai warrior. Our hero must find the courage to face Swordmaster Frostbite and save the world. How can she prevail? After all, she is. Well, we know that she's up there. Now that we got that clue, can we follow it up with another clue?
Here she is. But what's your name, young lady?
Aha!
Mina Hiramatsu. If I make it through this weekend, I promise to marathon your work with Moses.
Ha ha! I know the answer.
Ask me again.
Max, it's great that you can remember something you just saw, but I'm testing whether you can remember it before you saw it.
Fair enough.
Oh. Hold on. I'm gonna take the card, and I got you.
Okay, ask me.
Who killed Swordmaster Frostbite in No True Samurai?
Mino.
Mina Hiramatsu, the badass high schooler.
Correct. Are you ready for test number 2? Please hand me the object behind that locked door.
Get Moses. What is locked in the cabinet? Alright, where is that cabinet? That you even... Oh, it's the stars one, isn't it?
What is he up to now? If you want me to do something other than break into this thing with a screwdriver, speak now.
I'm just observing my test subject.
Good to hear. Haven't had to break into something for a while. But it's probably just like stealing a bike.
Open this up.
You just love watching me break things for science.
I know I won't remember it, but I still love watching it.
Damn. It's never simple in the Time Dojo.
Alright, we gotta rewind. Nope, further. Right here. We're gonna open it. But this time we're gonna catch... Okay. That is not how we're gonna catch.
Okay, I'm probably not going to develop hand-eye coordination in the next few minutes. Need another plan.
Let's see. Look at
A
this.
test where I get to break into things? Is Moses trying to cheer me up?
What do we do now? So, obviously when we open that, the glass breaks. So we may need a key of some sort. Or we don't have any hand-eye model.
Moses likes working on this when I'm around. I'm his Control-Z. Moses' pride and
Okay,
joy.
we've already heard about that.
Though-
Heard about that.
He hasn't had as much time for the stars since he started studying my powers.
So, the samurai pick-a-lock? I have no idea what is going on.
I'll need the mug intact to give it to Moses. How can I keep it from breaking?
What am I gonna use to keep it from breaking? Up here. Something that it can land on. I like the idea. Do I have a pillow? Okay. Then something. We're getting the whole brain power going now. A lot of aha! A cushion.
This could protect the mug, if it wasn't currently in pieces.
Alright. Where? Camera. No, we gotta go back until the door was not open. And now we're gonna grab this. Ha ha ha! I'm not that dumb.
Is this a bonus rewind test? Did you want the mug to fall?
No. That's just a lucky break.
Oh boy. Well, open it up.
Yes.
Ta-da! You see that, Moses? Here you go.
Max, you have to unbust the door.
What? Fixing it wasn't part of the test?
I think you know that it was.
Well, now that I have the mug. Alright. Alright. Can I give you the mug now?
Thanks. I'll put the kettle on. Meet me on the X when you're ready.
The X? Okay. This is scary. Stand.
All right, I'm ready.
Okay. I want you to teleport to this side of the room in a particular moment. Specifically, the moment before this mug hits the ground.
Moses!
It does that sometimes. I'm gonna count to 3.
Moses!
Ah!
Moses, unplug the kettle!
Oh, it just does that sometimes.
Guess I'll have to do this myself.
When you rewind, you stay in the same spot. Use this to be in the right place at the right time.
Moses, unplug the kettle!
Oh, it just does that sometimes.
Plug, unplug, unplug.
Ah!
I failed.
Moses, unplug the kettle!
Alright, I get it. We're supposed to go up
Max,
there and then
Why'd you
rewind.
leave the X? What happened?
Fire happened.
Whoa. And I was just gonna let it spark. Thank you, teleporting Max. What?
That didn't happen before. We had hot chocolate last time, but it didn't combust. I just got back and I'm already changing things.
That's fascinating. Probably best to skip on the hot chocolate today. Let's debrief when you're ready.
We can debrief. Let's see what you got.
Please tell me you'll stop using that kettle. For all we know, it burns down the school in 2 days.
I know it's a dysfunctional relationship, but I can fix her. You're right, though. Consider this her official retirement party.
How are you feeling about the disaster I just dropped into your lap?
Still processing. But I'm glad we still have a chance to do something. How do you feel?
I know my powers are, well, powerful. But that doesn't mean they're dependable. This could end badly. What if it was a mistake to come back here? What if I just make everything worse?
I know there are risks. There's a reason we never tested your ability to jump into photos. But our testing has proved that some kinds of rewind are safe. If you unbreak a mug, the universe doesn't seem to care.
But this? Going back into a photo? Trying to stop a major catastrophe? This is where the bad shit starts happening.
We won't try to change everything. But if we figure out where and how the fire starts, we might be able to change the thing that matters. Let's take stock. What do we know for sure? What leads do we have?
So, who would have a motive to burn down Caledon? I saw signs of a protest, but I'm not sure what it was about.
We haven't heard from Safi since she left.
Moses. No way. I didn't see any sign of her.
Safi's a shapeshifter. She was furious with her mom and with Caledon. Could it be her?
I don't know.
I still don't think Safi would burn down the school. At least not on purpose.
At least not the Safi we thought we knew.
That being said, one thing we know about Safi is that she gets reckless when she's angry. Vin and Amanda could help us. Vin knows everything about Caledon, and Amanda knows everything about Lakeport. Too bad I can't tell them why I'm asking. They'd never believe me.
Because of the storm amnesia?
We need a better name. That sounds like a disease you get in a fantasy novel.
Well, you turned down cognitive dissonance triggered collective memory loss.
Sometimes, I wish everyone still remembered. The two timelines and everything with Safi and me having powers and...
You could remind them. You reminded me when I started forgetting.
I was selfish. It was so scary when all their memories started fading. I couldn't stand the thought of being alone with everything again.
Understandable. But why me?
I knew you could handle it. But most people aren't you. It's better if they don't know.
Even Amanda and Vin?
Even Amanda and Ven. The only thing we know for sure is that my powers are going to complicate things. They always do.
Maybe this time is different? We can't stay locked in the past.
Like I can help it. Every time a new disaster strikes, it always brings me back to the first disaster.
Chloe. In the school bathroom.
Yeah. I tried so hard to save her. And the one thing I learned is that you can't save everyone.
I'm sorry about Chloe.
And now we could lose a Loretta, or a Reggie, or a you. How are you so calm?
Because things are different. You're an adult with better control of your powers. And you have a brilliant physicist friend who wants to help.
That I do. So, how do we stop a fire before it starts? Oh, right. My class starts in 15 minutes. I should cancel.
No. Don't make any changes you don't have to. If we mess with the timeline too much, we might introduce new variables.
You know, I saw something in class last time. Reggie took a call and walked away when I got near. I wonder if it was about Abraxas.
Secret society. Shady calls with the Abraxas president. It could be something.
And in the fire, I noticed some Abraxas graffiti. It seemed ominous.
Text me if you learn anything. I'm gonna steal another whiteboard from engineering.
Okay.
And Max? promise me you'll do whatever you can this weekend. To stop the fire. To save people if it breaks out. Anything. I know there are consequences to using your powers, but inaction has consequences too. Whatever happens, I need us to know that we did everything we could.
I think I need that too.
Have a good class.
The game is afoot. From here on, it's up to you to find enough evidence to pinpoint the source of the fire. Remember to look everywhere for clues. Oh, baby. So it's time to go to class and teach and look for clues. And we're going to all do that in the next episode. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. I'll catch you in the next. Deuces.